Joining me now from Washington, D.C., radio talk show host and the founder of the group Defend My Privacy, Carla Diodesi. Carly, what is your takeaway from the 2019 edition of the March for Life? Are we at all closer as a country to a culture of life and not this current culture of death?
Absolutely. We are closer to a culture of life every minute. There was a monstrous crowd today at the March for Life, the largest that we've ever seen. And what was so encouraging is that probably 70% of the people marching were young kids, middle schoolers, high schoolers, and college. And this is certainly the culture of life, and this is the future. We want to leave a legacy of life here in the United States of America. So yes, I believe that the culture of death is behind us. 60 million people have not had the right to life since 1973. And indeed, I believe that we are winning. This is the first time that we've had the most pro-life president ever in the White House. And with VP Pence and Kellyanne Conway and Charmaine Yost and Ben Carson, and the list goes on, Graham. This is our time to celebrate all life, which is what we should have been doing from the moment of this country's conception. May I use that word? I think that it's appropriate today as we're marching for life.
Sure.
You know, our founding fathers would have been very upset that this is the largest Holocaust ever. 60 million people not having the right to life. I mean, this is what this country is about, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And I think it's very encouraging to hear that more than half the folks participating are young people, and that would include millennials. I'm very hopeful that millennials are more moral than their parents, and I truly believe that they are. You heard Ben Shapiro talking about shout your abortion. There's an effort underway to get young people to normalize abortion, to make it no different than if they were getting up in the morning and tying their shoe. But let's close the circle here, if we will, and let's talk about what is at stake. And there was a headline out of the Daily Mail: fertility rate for white women plummets below the limit needed to maintain the population in every single U.S. state. Now, that is stunning. If Joseph Mengele were alive today, he'd be pro-abortion. If you wanted to wipe out a race of people on the planet, you would be pro-abortion. And so we can honestly say that abortion is contributing to this low fertility rate. So if you want to wipe out the white culture in this republic, then go ahead and keep embracing abortion.
I absolutely agree with you, but we also do know that Planned Parenthood and the abortion supporters do concentrate on our black children.
Sure.
Indeed, African Americans' most dangerous place is in the womb.
Yeah.
And you know, my family just started the Culture of Life 1972 fashion brand because we are combating the terrible message that shout your abortion.
I don't want to interrupt you, Carla, but we have a slide for that. I want to go to that. So while you talk about the COL 1972, and by the way, it took me a couple of minutes to figure out the 1972. I presume that's back prior to Roe versus Wade, but we can put up that slide that talks about your website, COL 1972. This is a clothing line, right?
Yes, we are trying to reach this generation. As you have said, we are winning for life. This is our moment. This is our opportunity to celebrate life. And I believe, as Ronald Reagan did, that we can defund Planned Parenthood, we can change policies, but if we do not change the conscience of our nation, it really doesn't matter. People are still going to be supporting abortions, back alley abortions. People really need to understand that there is only one choice, and that is life. Life breeds life, and that is what our fashion apparel line is all about. I have 3 daughters. Shopping is our cardio. People ask me how I stay so skinny. I say I go to the mall. And what I want to share is that recently we have felt like we cannot partake in the fashion industry. You have Nike that has somebody that's anti-American as their spokesperson. You have Target that has changed their bathroom policy, so I don't feel comfortable using their bathrooms.
Right.
And there's so many other stores that my kids and I just did not feel comfortable spending our cash there. So we finally have a family-friendly, pro-America line for y'all in Colt 1972.
Well, you know, here's how I punctuate all this. Does a child who is not wanted by his or her parents have any less liberty in this country than a child who is? That's what the pro-abortionists need to think about. Carla, thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.